Good morning, or good afternoon, or wherever you're watching this. Okay, today is actually the day that the United States celebrates Christopher Columbus Day. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so happy Christopher Columbus Day, you guys. Okay, everyone say that word with me, say that name with me again, because I know that in Spanish it's different. Cristobal Colon. It's hard for me to say in Spanish, and it's hard for you to say in English. So Christopher Columbus. Okay, there we go. Now, today we're going to learn about Christopher Columbus right here more and more because we have been learning about exploration. It's true. We have been learning about people coming over to the New World, but now we're going to learn specifically about him and do this super exciting, super fun Christopher Columbus page, okay? It's like remember guys, the About Me page that you guys did for yourselves at the first day of school? It's like that, right? It's cool. It's fun. So, there you go. That's what we have today that we're going to do. Tomorrow we'll learn a little bit more about him, okay, and do our vocabulary. And then at the end of the week, we're going to do this. Oh, I'm so excited about this, you guys. I can't even explain it. We're going to do this cool flip book, okay, which is like, I'm sorry, but it's like the coolest thing in the world. Look, you flip it up and all your information is there about the stuff that we've learned about Christopher Columbus. And then you get to do a video to teach me things that you know. What? It's gonna be so much fun. Okay? So, let's get started. Question for you though. What do you know about Christopher Columbus? Know anything about him? Do you know what island he landed on first in Honduras? Anybody know what island he landed on first in Honduras? Was it Roatan? Was it Guanaja? Was it Utila? Ooh, let's raise our hand and you guys guess. Okay, here we go. Raise your hand if you think it was Roatan. That Christopher Columbus landed on Roatan. Okay, who believes it's Guanaja? Who believes it was Utila? Dun, da, da, da. It was Guanaja. Okay, it was Guanaja. And then, does anybody know what city he went to in Honduras? He landed on the coast in what city? Trujillo. Did you know that he named Honduras? Ustedes tienen el nombre de Honduras por who? Colón, right? So I hope you guys know that stuff. If you don't, now you do. Does anybody know what number viaje? What voyage was he on when he found Honduras? He was the first European to get to Central America. Okay? And did he do it on his first journey, his second voyage, his third voyage, or his fourth voyage? Raise your hand for first. Raise your hand for second. Raise your hand for third. Raise your hand for fourth. It was the fourth, so I hope you waited to raise your hand. It was his fourth voyage, his fourth trip over to this side of the world, and he landed in Guanaja, and then he went over and he went to Trujillo. Crazy, huh? And he named Honduras, Honduras. I wonder what they called it before he came and named it Honduras. That would be interesting to know, right? I don't know. Okay, everyone get out your Christopher Columbus packet. Go to the page right after your cool the flappy things, where it says Christopher Columbus. Here we go. We know that Christopher Columbus was an explorer. What's an explorer? Someone who travels to an unknown place, un lugar desconocido, right? He went on voyages. What are voyages? Trips, okay, adventures by land, air, sea, or space. He had to get money from a sponsor. What's a sponsor? The country or people that give you money to go on a voyage, right? And he had to also be his own navigator. He actually wasn't a great navigator because he went to a completely different place than he wanted to go. Okay, but what's a navigator? The one that finds the direction to go. Okay, so here we go. Hey guys, let's look at our page really quick. This page right here. Let's look at it and see the things that you need to find today, okay? In our story today, you need to see the goals of his mission. What are goals? Not like in football. Goal! No, not that. Okay, it's goals are metas. What were his metas or his propósitos for going on his voyages, okay? This one over here gives 3 words that describe him, okay, that describe who Christopher Columbus was. Don't just invent, okay? He was funny. No, nobody knows if he was funny, okay? You have to find it from the page. Obstacles or challenges, that was like, what was hard for him? His obstáculos, his retos, okay? One interesting fact, what did you think was interesting about him? What country gave him the sponsorship? And how many voyages did he go on? I've already told you that like 5 times, so you should be able to write that down quickly. And what his accomplishments are. What were his accomplishments? That means what were his logros? What were the cool things that he did? Okay, which were a million. Was he a perfect guy? No, he actually went to jail for a while. We're going to see that tomorrow, okay? He was in the cárcel. He wasn't a perfect man, but he did do great things, and he did do important things. But, unfortunately, he didn't start out people well. And we need to learn a lesson from Christopher Columbus, and we'll talk more about that tomorrow, but we need to learn the lesson, you guys, that a pesar que pueden lograr mucho, si no sabe cómo tratar la gente, no vale. Because it's more important that you love people, right? So we do need to learn that lesson from him. But we can also be agradecidos for the things that he did good, okay? And learn from the things that he did bad. So let's get into the story. Everyone put your finger on Christopher Columbus. Here we go. Christopher Columbus was born in Italy. Okay, let me get my map. Ooh. Sorry, 1 second. It won't come out. Here we go. Christopher Columbus was born in Italy. I want to go to Italy like so bad. Okay, where's Italy? You guys remember? It's in Europa. It's right there, the orange one. Looks like a boot. Okay, looks like a shoe. That's what people say. Okay, so he was born in Italy. Is that where he left from for this trip? No. Let's see what happens. Even at a young age, Columbus loved the sea. He loved the mar. I know a few people that love the mar. Raise your hand if you do. I know Ethan does. I know Keanu does. Frankie's been out there a lot. I am pretty sure that all the boys would love the sea. I would love the sea. I would love to do what Christopher Columbus was doing. Okay, so even at a young age, Columbus loved the sea. He lived near the water, and by his ooh, yeah, because Dueno loves the mar too, don't you? All you boys and the girls, I know, because Salma's over there saying like, hello, I love the sea too. Scarlett's like, hello, I love the sea too. Okay, so we all love the sea. So did Christopher Columbus, because miren ustedes, Columbus lived like us. He prácticamente lived on an island. He lived on something called a peninsula. Where's my Italy? Right there. Okay, because there's water almost all around it. A peninsula is almost like an island, except it only has 3 sides with water, not the whole thing, okay? So he's just like us. He was going to go swimming in the mud. He was going to go on the boat in the sea. He loved it. So it says, by his teens, that's like 13, 14, 15, right? His 13, 14, 15, he was a good sailor. When he was 25, he sailed to Portugal. What? Guys, that is a far way to sail when you're only 25 años, you know? He went from Italy all the way to Portugal. Okay, right there. So he did that when he was only 25. Pirates attacked. Oh, no. Pirates attacked his ship. That's not a movie. That's for real. Piratas attacked his ship and it was destroyed. Columbus escaped and made it back to land safely. So look at his mission and his goals. This is going to help us with our paper. Here we go. Do not just copiar the information from here. You say it in your own propias palabras, por favor, okay? When you write your answers. Look what it says. Columbus believed that the circumference of the world was less than 20,000 miles around. So look, the world is a globe, right? The world is a sphere. He thought that all the way around the world was very, very corto. It was very, very short. That's the circumference, okay? The distance around the earth. He thought it was very corto because he didn't know that the other half of the world existed, okay? So he thought that traveling west, put your finger there. He thought that traveling west across the Atlantic Ocean was the fastest way to get to China. Okay, I've told you this before. He wanted to go west, remember? Never eat sour watermelon. West is this way. He wanted to go from over here to this way to get to China. China's over here, okay? He thought it would be the fastest way. Because look what it says. His goal, you need that for your homework. His meta was to find a shorter route ruta más corta, to India and China in his quest, that's in his búsqueda, his search for gold, oro, silk, a beautiful tela, and spices, especies, right? Sailing trips were expensive. They were caro, these voyages. So Columbus went to the king and queen of what country? Spain, okay? To ask them to pay for his voyage. Well, why would they do that? Because he's going to bring them things back too, and going to win them poder, okay, for having land over in China or India. Okay, look what it says. They agreed to sponsor him. They agreed to be his sponsors. Remember, sponsors are countries that pay for you to go. They gave him 3 ships. What were the names of the 3 ships? Anybody know? La Niña, La Pinta, y La Santa Maria, okay? And a crew of 90 men. It took them almost 4 months. What? Almost 4 months to sail across the Atlantic Ocean. What? I would get sick on a boat for 4 months. Columbus expected to see buildings of gold. When he got there, he was going to see edificios de oro. Didn't happen. But instead, he was greeted by the Native Americans. The Indians, like Christopher Columbus called them, the Indios, were friendly and gave them food. So listen to that. The Indians were friendly. They were nice. But what about Christopher Columbus? It says Columbus wanted to be rich and powerful. He demanded, he was mandando to the Native Americans to give him their gold. That wasn't his gold. He had landed in the Bahamas. Ooh, cool. He left a group of men behind to create a settlement in Hispaniola, is what we call it. You guys probably don't say the H. And headed back home. By the way, the Bahamas are right here. Islands right underneath Florida in the United States. Okay? When he made it back to Spain, he was treated like a hero. Okay, but look, there was obstacles and challenges. There's your obstáculos y retos. Columbus faced many obstacles on his journey. First, the sailors became scared as the weeks went by at sea. They were scared. Well, me too. They were supposed to get to China fast. Besides the rough conditions of the seas, his men were also afraid that they would all starve and die, that they would have so much hambre that they would die. But Columbus encouraged them to stay strong by promising if they didn't land soon, he would turn around and go back. Within a few days, they saw land. So everybody was ready to go back home, to go back to Spain, then go back to Italy and say, I'm sorry, fracasamos. But they didn't. And then they found land. So what were his accomplishments? Everyone put your finger on that paragraph. Accomplishments are your logros. Columbus found the island of San Salvador. What? Okay, cool. Which he now calls the Bahamas. Okay, so those are the Bahamas. We know Salvador, that's not what I was talking about. This is San Salvador, the Bahamas. He also went on to explore Cuba, Hispaniola. Over the next few years, he made 3 more trips. So all in all, he made 4 voyages and settled lands in both Central and South America. He was one of the best navigators ever to sail the sea. Then he became a good navigator, okay? He became an amazing navigator after that because he discovered that there was more land. It was his discoveries that started the colonization of the Americas and inspired other explorers to take a journey across the world. So he inspired a lot of people. And guys, I don't know what it would be like. I don't know what the world would be like if Christopher Columbus did not discover this place. I think that it would just be tribus todavía. And that there wouldn't be a lot of the economy that we see today. So the world changed when Christopher Columbus came to this side of the world, okay? So, you're ready. Go ahead and you gotta use this information to answer these questions. So remember, goals are metas, words to describe him, obstacles is obstáculos, one interesting thing, who is the country that paid, how many voyages did he go on, and what did he accomplish, what were his logros, okay? Don't invent, you have all the information right there, okay? Work hard, see you tomorrow, we're gonna talk about what he did in Honduras, and some of the vocabulary, okay? Bye.